I have my fingers crossed this evening that on this amazing Friday night of chalking, we will have no internet issues. I hope I did not just jinx myself. Hello everybody, I am Making Maria. I am your Chalk Couture independent designer. I'm going to take you on a journey this evening of creativity and fun. Woot! That's what we're doing. I am going to show you how to make a really cute little sign. Hey Melissa from Canada. I'm hoping we don't have any internet issues this evening. So we're going to take this really fun little, it's not super big compared to some of the projects we've been doing lately. It's probably 30 inches long. So it's not super big, but fun, right? It's good to have fun. So all week long, we've been working on all big transfers, right? All porch leaners, E-size transfers that make great statement pieces for when you welcome someone into your home. And you don't just have to put them by a front door. Obviously, last night we did a welcome mat for on the floor. But a lot of people lean them up against a fireplace. They put them in a corner of like a living room or a family room, kitchen. You can hang them on the wall. You can lean them on your mantle. There's just all kinds of different things that you can do with these statement piece boards. The E-size transfers are our largest transfers. They're 18 by 24 inches. And typically you cut them, like the one we're going to use this evening, which is curled up. This is what an E-size when it's not curled up. It's 18 by 24 inches, and it's a 2-piece transfer, this particular one. We're not going to use both pieces tonight because our board is only 30 inches long. This one has the most words on them. Normally it's welcome, it's harvest, it's in freedom, autumn, be merry. Usually they're quick, easy words in big, bold letters, which are really fun letters to create with because they're super easy. They create quickly, and they make a big statement. So this particular transfer is called Let's Sit and Chat, and it has an amazing amount of pieces to it. This is one side, and it says, read a book, daydream, sip a drink, rest your soul, make some memories, fall in love, appreciate today. All of which are individual sentiments that you could totally use all on their own. And that is the beauty of this product. The versatility of it and all the things you can create with it really make it a great value. So when you invest in a product, you can use it on so many different things and make so many. Like we did the whole read a book. We did just the read a book part on a really cute book bag. You know, this is a really good transfer for lots of words. So that's the half of it. The other half of it says, welcome to our home. And if we did just welcome on our home on a really cute planter. Hello, friends. Come on in. Take a seat. Let's sit and chat. Stay a while. Kick off your shoes. Kick off your shoes. We did just that portion on a bag, like a tote to put your shoes in. So, I mean, I think this is a really nice transfer because it's got so many different uses. But tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to create just the one piece down the middle of this really cute little blackboard. My blackboard, it has hanging things on the back. It's a nice size. I like the vertical boards to hang. You know, it's kind of a nice complement piece for a grouping, maybe above a sofa or in an entranceway. It's just kind of a fun little transfer. I'm a little bit nervous that it's not going to fit completely, so we're gonna smoosh it in here and see how that works. And we're literally going to do just black and white. Nothing super fancy. So that is what we are creating this evening. Quick and easy, down and dirty. But I wanted to try something, as long as, you know, if you're going to try something new, do it while you're live, right? So I have been working on organizing my craft room, as many of you know, trying to, you know, maybe get it under control a little bit. And I purchased a while back the super fun little cardboard, like spools, I would almost say, that you can take your ribbon off and you can spool it around, and it takes something like this and makes it much littler, so they're much smaller to store. And I started. It was so well intended. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sit up there at night with my kids, and while they're sitting there, I'm gonna spool ribbon. Okay, yeah, well, you can pretty much all imagine how this went. And they're just cardboard that I bought off of Etsy. They were like $5. They weren't super expensive, and I got like 120 of them. But then I was reading a post from a lady, and she had bought these, and then she said, I wish I had known a hack, because she did do that, where she spent the hours. I mean, I have a lot of ribbon. She spent hours doing it. I'm my goodness, I have a ton of those. Love them. You have these, Christina? These, like these little spool things? I love them too. And I really loved how they shrunk down the amount of ribbon when I did like 20 of them. I mean, I put a good effort in. But then I saw this hack that we're going to try. I don't know if it's going to work. So the lady said, there's no way this is going to work. She said, and maybe this just isn't the right kind of ribbon to do it on, because these are attached. But basically, I think this is plastic, not cardboard on the inside of this one. This one's not going to work. She took off the ends and she just flattened it. And it basically accomplished the same exact thing. And I'm curious. I do have to say, I'm curious if this is going to work. I don't see how this is going to work. But we're going to try it. So I'm going to take off. Oh, you know what? This one's not on a spool. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm going to take off the cardboard end. So you end up with your... I mean, there's no way I could smoosh this one with my hands. This is like a super thick cardboard. I wonder what she smooshed it with. I mean, you know, sometimes you just gotta try something new. And you know how many times I have like these little end things fall off? This is... I couldn't smush that. Let's try. What about these guys? I need it to not be... Oh, these guys are thick too. Okay, maybe the hack's not gonna work. I thought I'd give it a try. I don't want to do that for them. Alright. My ribbon is stuck on something. Apparently he's very unraveled. We're gonna try this. Oops, I'm looking pixelated. I hope to goodness that we do not freeze. And I'll apologize in advance. I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay, so like I think this one, no, this is really, like, how do you do this and not get the ribbon all over? This isn't gonna work. There's no way. Oh, I spoke too soon. Totally works. But how do you keep the ribbon? I mean, I suppose I had to tape this guy. I had to tape the end. It would work. Oh my goodness. Look, you just smush it down. And I could totally just smoosh it down and do what I was doing anyway, which was stick a rubber band around it. Don't you love the internet? Look at the things you learn how to do. So I'm going to pull my rubber band. So, okay. So I don't know how much room it's going to save. I mean, got ribbon flying. So this is what I started with, right? You know, it was this size, and it came to this. I mean, I guess I'm saving that much room. So, yeah, I guess it works. We gotta try it on a big one, though. Because if it doesn't work on a big one, which most of my ribbon, I have very little ribbon. Most of my ribbon is big ribbon. But I would really like to condense my ribbon storage. So we're gonna keep trying with this one. But I mean, they're so cute. I mean, look at how adorable they are. They're kind of like, you know, little spools, and they came in different sizes. And there's this lady on Etsy, and they were not expensive, or I would have never done it. I'm like, oh, we'll go on a car trip, and I'll sit there, and I'll spool. Yeah. I should know better sometimes, right? Okay, so this is a big one. So we're gonna try it with a big one. Can you see what I'm doing? It does smush. Okay, it's smushed way easier than I thought it would, but it kind of breaks because this is a big spool. And then the only thing I would do is I would take my rubber band and go this way probably just to keep it. Okay. It works. It's not the prettiest. I mean, it's not these cute little, but you know, maybe with the ribbon you don't use all the time, like your seasonal stuff where, you know, I don't want it to be looking all cute and pretty. So basically it took, I mean, it was bigger than this, and it took it down quite a bit. And I'm sure I could, yeah, there we go. If I work on it some more, I can get it even, okay, this might be, is it just me or does anyone else wonder what the stuff just off camera looks like? Melissa, I can show you. I did a tour not that long ago of my craft room. It's a disaster in here, Melissa, which is why I'm trying to get it organized. Okay, so this could really be a game changer, honestly. I'm sorry I doubted her. This to this. Okay, Melissa, smarty pants. I'll show you. So you want to, so this is where the ribbon is flying. Okay, so I can't believe you can tell it's Friday night. I only do these kinds of things on Friday night. All right, so this is where I have these like gutter things. This is where I keep my ribbon that I use all the time. And then this is what they're flying out of as I'm pulling them out. It's like a coffee cup holder that spins. Can you see it? It spins. And it has all my ribbon, the little ribbon in it. So that's how I store my little ribbon. And that's as I'm pulling them out. You know, they're flying everywhere, all over the floor. And then, Melissa, if you can see up there on that shelf, those wood crates are where I keep my other ribbon. So, Melissa, that's what it looks like off camera. So it's kind of a disaster. You see, like, I got lots of transfers everywhere that I need to organize. But then if you keep going around the room, I've got all my surfaces and stuff over there. You can kind of see. It's a disaster in here. These guys are a lifesaver. These little shelf thingies, I got those at Michael's. It helped me a lot. So see, Melissa, that's what it looks like. It's a disaster. And I cannot find anything. Drives me nuts. I can't find anything. So I'm like on a mission. Plus, quite honestly, if I'm ever gonna move, I need to get this under control. And we're not moving for a while, but I figure it's gonna take me a while. So now I'm rolling up the ribbon that kept going flying. So usually I have like things stuffed around me on the floor, and that's what I'm kicking or rolling over as I'm going around. But this, I think, is, I mean, it's basically the same, only instead of having to buy the spools and take the time to take them off, all I had to do was flatten it. And I think it's a game changer for me. So, was it Christina? Christina, maybe I should send you my ones I bought. So that, and then you can take them and do them, because I don't see myself doing that anytime in the near future. All right, so that was my one little crafting hack that I wanted to try before we chalk. So how do you take your ribbon storage and smoosh it down? Literally, that's how you do it. So tonight we're going to take this really cute little black wood board. I did wax it because it's not an expensive black board. I bought it last year. I'm a clearance shopper, so I'll buy surfaces and things at the end of the season. Like, for example, Christmas stuff that's red you can use for Valentine's Day. Or I have a lot of storage available in the other half of my basement, so I will buy surfaces and store them until the next season. And this is one of those boards. This was a Halloween board from last year. It's all painted black. I bought it at Joann's. And then I buy them, you know, really inexpensively. But it's not a high quality board by any stretch of the imagination. It's not terrible, but it's, you know, that thin little like balsam wood. So I did wax it because, you know, when they're really fibrous boards, you want to make sure you put a barrier between your surface and your transfer so that when you pull your transfer off, it doesn't pull all those little tiny wood fibers off with it. Because when you get those little tiny wood fibers in the back of your transfer, it's extremely challenging to get them out. In fact, don't even try because you're not going to get them out. So you want to really, when you're looking at surfaces, you can pretty much chalk on anything you can get the transfer to stick to, and even if you can't get it to stick to, there's always ways to make it work. But you do want to be very conscious of texture. You don't want it to be super bumpy because you potentially get bleeds. You want to feel the board, and does it feel smooth or does it feel fibery? And if it feels fibery, throw a coat of wax on it. If it feels like it's painted stainless steel, you've all seen the videos if you've watched me with any regularity. If you buy, and I typically find these at Hobby Lobby, if I buy a board at Hobby Lobby, it tends to, like a tray, be very careful if they're spray painted because the spray paint can come off with your transfer and you will not get the spray paint off the back of your transfer, even if you wax it. So be very conscious of metal that is spray painted or has a painting kind of distressed type thing on it. So, oop, Melissa, I lost you. Melissa loves it. Melissa, it's crazy in here. It's crazy. All right, so I'm going to take my transfer and I'm going to remove it from its backer sheet. Very careful. Oh, in fact, actually, if you'll recall, see, this is what it looks like when you get the paint in the back of your transfer and you can't get the paint out. The paint sticks. And then now where that paint is, that transfer is not sticky. So I will have to be careful when I use it. And again, I used that one I think I got at TJ Maxx. We used that on like a flower thing. We made that for 4th of July. So if you recall, there was it's really cute white floral thing, one that ruined one of my transfers from previous years. And I thought, oh, what the heck, we're going to try it again. And it worked. It didn't ruin the transfer. I just got a little bit of paint. But it, you know, you do want to be, okay, this is about as tight of a fit as you can get. I mean, literally, we're missing sides of the letters. Oh, we're going to try it. What the heck? What the heck, right? Go big or go home. So I'm taking my transfer and I'm sealing it down and getting all my air out. It's a very tight fit. We're going to do it just in white. I could put some floral, I could do some ribbon, I could do an embellishment like a line and a line. I don't mind the negative space, so that's not going to bother me at all. So I like the negative space. So you do have to, when you're so see if you can, like, look at the H. Where's the H? See the H? It actually goes up onto the side, the 1/2 of the letter. So when you do that, don't use your fingernail because you don't want to, you know, puncture your silk screen. But use your finger, like, you know, the side of your finger, and go up and down. Hi. Good night. I love you too. You're looking fancy in your new shirt. Ella got a new shirt today.
I'm just gonna sleep in it.
She bought a brand new shirt. She's gonna sleep in it, ladies. What do you think about that? And gentlemen, you can't sleep in your brand new shirt.
Well, I'm not wearing it tomorrow. I'm gonna wear a different one.
Okay, well then put it in the laundry if you're sleeping in it.
Okay.
Okay. Good night, my dear. Alright, so I'm just pushing it down and getting rid of my air. She's been babysitting and earning her own money. So she thinks she should get to spend it on what she wants to spend it on. Oh, goodness. The teenage years have arrived. Pray for me, ladies. Pray for me. We're going to try hard to make it through. They are the hardest years. And, you know, I've done it with boys. Girls are a whole new ballgame. And she does get to spend her babysitting money on what she wants, as long as it's modestly appropriate. Because I have a big thing about modesty. And if you've done any shopping for a young teen girl, there is no modesty in their clothing. options, which is hard. It's really hard for them because I have, you know, kind of strict modest rules. So today she went shopping and she bought it, and I was standing at the checkout with her and I'm like, I think I could get used to this, you paying for all your own stuff. Like, wow, I could handle this. I'm gonna take my squeegee, I'm gonna take the angled side, I'm gonna dip it in my, you know what, we should use the big boy. Let's do that. The big boy will make really light work of this. The big boy squeegee is a larger squeegee, so it goes faster. Not that we need this to go fast, right? Because sometimes you want crafting to take a while. Sometimes it goes too fast, and then I'm like, I didn't get to talk to you guys hardly at all. So is everybody have big plans for the weekend? Anybody doing anything fun? Taking my handled squeegee and just going straight up and down. We are sleeping in our camper tomorrow night. Part of our family is. The other part of the family is staying home. So hopefully I don't get eaten by any, you know, crazy animals. You know, it's the wilderness, I like to say. It's really not. We were there today. It's hard to come home. So for those of you who don't know, we bought a bunch of land. Not that far away from here, about 50 minutes away from here. So it's easy to go up and down during the week. I don't have to, you know, it's not a big ordeal to go there. So we went up today, and it's so peaceful. It's hard to come home. It's unfortunate. Fortunate and unfortunate that I have, you know, children that work. They have jobs. Mom's got to come home. Okay, so I'm just smoothing out my chalk lines, making sure that I got the corner filled in, the edge. You know, this edge down here, because again my transfer is, you know, partially off. Smoothing out your chalk lines, you want to make sure that you don't have any big, you know, like scrape lines where you have excess chalk, because you will see that. So I just put all that excess paste right back in my paste container. I now start my transfer in the corner, but I pull it from the middle, like so. And carefully pull my transfer off. I'm going to take my transfer right to my water bath and rinse it with cool water. I take it right to my sink when they're big like this, because I don't have my water bath in here, because I forgot it again. Be careful with your large transfers when they fold in. Be careful when you pull them apart. It's always easier to do, or better to do it underwater, because they do tend to pull apart easier. And voila! We have our welcome to our home. Hello, friend. Come on in, have a seat. Let's sit and chat. Stay a while. Kick off your shoes. This is a nice, like, little, like, our laundry room is really where most people enter our home, because our garage door is there. It's kind of a nice little, quick and easy. It does have a hanger, but you know, I even don't mind it with this is how they hang it to sell it. But I even don't mind that. And you could embellish it if you wanted to, but I don't think it needs it. I think it's super cute just the way it is. I did get a little chalk on the side, so I'll have to wash that off, but that's no big deal. I'll do that when my chalk is dry. And that's it. This is Sit and Chat. This is our last transfer in the big porch leaner board sign week that we have had. These transfers are for sale in the Making Maria Crafty community. They are part of the Make It Monday bundle that we did last week Monday, so you can check them out. If you're interested in any of them, just message me, because they are from my stash. You can go to the website and order, but you're not going to get the deal. So if you're not in the crafty community and you'd like to be, you can message me, comment, add me, or put in your search bar Making Maria's Crafty Community and request to join. And that's how you get in there. It's a free crafting community. It's just kind of a fun little group. But this is it. This is what I got for you. I hope you have an amazing day. Is it a norm? Is it a gnome in the corner of the wall? Up here? Where'd he go? There he is. Ooh, now he's running. Ugh, missed him. He ran too fast. Now he's hidden behind all my crap. Okay, so this gnome right here, that's Valentino. We made him for Valentine's Home transfer. He's not current, you can't purchase him anymore. But we made him all kinds of different ways for every holiday. We made him as a leprechaun, we made him as a Valentine guy, we made him a garden gnome, which is what he was meant to be. I think he has a sign that says, "There's no place like home," a sentiment. He's lots of pieces, he's lots of layering. He's one of my absolute favorites, and I did him just on a whim, never thinking that I would never want to wash him off. So I never washed him off. But we did him all kinds of different ways. There are currently 3 gnomes in the catalog. 3 different gnomes that are available. I think it's a D size transfer, and it's 3 different gnomes. Could I see it closer? You could, but it would be challenging for me to get it off the wall right now. Because the sign, if you notice this, you can't see the sign above it is actually leaning on it because it's fallen off of how it was situated. But I can go through my pictures of when we did it, because I'm sure I took a picture of it, or I can take a picture of it and I'll post it in here so that you can see it closer. But it is not an available transfer anymore. You can't buy it anymore. But I can take a picture of him and post it in this. I'll post it right in this feed so that it pops up for you so that you can check it out. But yeah, he's super fun. I was very sad when they retired him because he made all kinds of fun things for every single holiday. We made him a leprechaun with a plaid. We made his jacket. We had lots of fun with him. And the new gnomes, it's actually a set of 3, and they're adorable as well. I haven't figured them out well enough to see if we can do them for multiple holidays. I know you can definitely do it for Halloween, because one of them has, like, you know, kind of wizardy things on his hat. So I think we'll easily be able to do them for Halloween. But I don't know if I'm sure we can figure out a way to make him those guys other holidays. I like it, again, when you can take a transfer and create it in multiple different ways. Alright, so that's all I got for you. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I will be back at you on Monday night. Next week we're having another fun week. This is getting to be so much fun with the theme. Next week's theme, do you want to know? Do you want a sneak peek as to what next week's theme is? Anybody want to know? Maybe I'll tell you. Maybe I should put hints in the group and see who can decide what next week's theme is. Because it's a fun one. It's going to be one you're all going to want to hang out for. So next week, I don't know if it'll last the whole week because I don't know if I can come up with enough things. I probably can. But that's what I got. Have a great weekend. I'm rambling, and y'all know what that means when I'm rambling. When I'm rambling, it's time to say goodnight. So have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday night with a whole new fun... Or no, Sunday night. I'm sorry. What am I thinking? I make a video every evening with the exception of Saturdays. Saturday nights I do not make one. So 9 o'clock Central Standard Time in this group. If you want to see me live and chit chat with me while I craft, I love it when you guys talk to me while I'm crafting. Or you can always watch the replay. So have a great weekend, guys. See ya.